purpose of this video demonstration is to acquaint you with your windows and give you proper instructions on how they should be cleaned if you are desirous of cleaning the exterior and interior of the windows. Your windows, with the exception of our first floor units, are comprised of 3 sashes. You have an upper sash, the main sash, and then a stationary lower sash. They all come with a lift bar, which is what you should use to raise and lower the unit, putting even pressure on the lift bar up and down. It is not correct to raise your windows by using this method because you will have a tendency to push forward, which can cause the lock itself to catch on the lock clasp. And you have a stationary panel at the bottom. The only exception to this at the Newport are the units on the first floor, which only have the 2 sashes. The stationary panel does not open, and it does not have a screen on the back side. The windows are equipped with locks. It's very important that you pay attention to your locks. This window is secured, the locks are to the left, the window is locked, it's not going to go anywhere. If you want to raise or lower your window, you will turn both locks to the right. That releases the window. You can now raise your window, or if you desire, you can lower the upper sash. Common mistake that many Newport residents make is they'll leave the lock either not all the way locked or not all the way unlocked, and if you try to close, your window is going to then catch on the mechanism behind the lock, and you can damage, break the lock, or cause some problems with your window. So make sure your locks are all the way unlocked when you're opening and closing, and when the windows are secured, I suggest keeping them locked. It gives you a better weather seal. The dark brown mechanism you see on either side of the window locks is the release for the window sash. This is what secures the sash within the frame itself. When you get to a point where you're going to clean your windows, you'll need to release this. To release these latches, you simply need to slide the little knob inside towards the center of the window, both at the same time. That will release the latch, or release the sash from the frame. To clean your windows, you want to make sure that you do this with a friend, housemate, or someone. It's not something that you should try to do by yourself. These sashes are extremely heavy, and if you lose control of it, you can very easily force the window out of its track or disconnect it from the balance, which I will show you once the window is in the open position. If that happens, your window is going to be difficult to get back in the track, and if you do get it back in the track, it's not going to raise and lower properly without having a professional come out and reattach the balance to the sash. First step to clean your windows, release both your locks. So the window, it's free to go up and down. You want to raise your lower sash approximately 6 inches so that you clear the trim piece here when tilting the window in. Then with your friend, you're going to release the sash. The window will begin to come forward in the room. You want to keep firm, steady control of it, making sure that it stays level at all times so that it doesn't disconnect from the balance, which is the springy thing that you'll see along the window track once you open it. This device is what allows you to raise and lower the windows with relative ease. If it becomes disconnected, your sash can snap out completely. So very important that you do this with a friend. Keep your window level when tilting it in. You want to go to the upper sash. You're going to lower the upper sash, leaving a little space between the trim piece that you'll see inside the track and the sash. You're going to release the latches, same way as with the lower sash. Gently tilt the window in. Permit it to rest on the sash that you've already tilted into the room. You can then wash your windows, make sure they're clean. Upper sash is done. It's time to return the upper sash gently, maintaining control, back to the track. You heard it snap into the track. You want to then check and make sure that it is secured. So this sash is back properly in place. Wash your lower sash. You've completed your lower sash, and now we're going to gently raise your window, maintaining control. Back to the sash. You heard the snap again. Check it. Good to go. You can now return your window, your upper window. Make sure you push this tight. Return your lower window. You can secure your locks, wash the inside of the windows, including your stationary panel. If you want to wash the outside of the exterior sash, it will be necessary to remove the screen. This is the way that you should remove the screen. I want to encourage you to be happy with this lower sash, if at all possible, because it's a very difficult task to take screens out and put them in. But if you must, this is what you should do. Again, we're going to open the window. We're going to bring the upper window down enough to provide access to the little clasp, I guess, to pull the screen out. You'll see those same clasps also towards the lower sash. So you're going to need to raise the lower sash. That way you have access to both. Very important, again, that you have a second person here to help you, because what you should do is one person take the top, one person take the bottom. If you pull these to the right, it's going to force the screen out of its little secure track. The important thing is that you're then going to need to control the screen while it's dangling outside to be able to swivel it around and bring it into the room to provide access to the outside of the lower sash. You would then want to, once you've done that, slip the screen back out, making sure the clasps are on the interior. You're going to need to fit it into the track and kind of play with it till it snaps back in. You want to make sure that all your corners aren't enclosed and that you shake it a little bit to make sure that it's secure, or it could blow out in a windstorm or whatever. We're not going to remove the screen for this demonstration because I really encourage you not to go to that effort. That, in a nutshell, is how to clean the windows. We can now return them back to closed position using the lift rail. In both cases, resecure your locks and enjoy your view. That's it.